Okay. That's expired. Gotta do that. Yeah, okay.
Tower Cessna 172, Indian Mix Sierra.
Hutchfield, tell information Charlie, runway 28 right, arrivals departures north, frequency 123.6. Runway 28 left, arrivals departures south, frequency 118.1. Circuit operations, runway 28 right, runway 04 right, 22 left, not available due, works in progress. Wind 340 degrees, 8 knots, maximum crosswind 10 knots, cab okay, temperature 27, QNH 1011. First contact with Archer ground or tower, notify receipt of Charlie. Hutchfield, tell information Charlie, runway 28 right, arrivals departures.
1011. Right, I have an indication of 0. No. comms check.
Initial actions after start is immediately going to the scan flow, lean 1000 RPM, lights, circuit breakers, and pressure. That pressure has to be up within a very short space of time.
Yep.
Continuing on that scan flow, we then look at the flight instruments.
Alright, we've got a 60 reading again now.
Yeah, that's unusual that perhaps it was due to the air from that direction blowing straight into the static port.
Cessna 172 Tango Kilo Juliet on the eastern apron for a western departure, tracking 261. Receive Charlie.
What else can we set here amongst the
Kilo Juliet, g'day, taxi only put out for
The attitude indicator is looking good. That's looking good. We could set the VOR for Gold Coast.
More importantly, compass
Alpha
DY,
1 Tango Kilo
that's the
Juliet.
heading bug.
And we'll be departing on 135, which is right there.
Alright, the flag's gone, 1000 feet indicated, the aids are set up, you've got that GPS. You can set up, as you're saying, the Gold Coast VOR.
Alright, so 113.2.
Right, can we confirm that from any document?
We can identify it when we're in the air.
It's good to confirm that when you set it, when you tune it, that we confirm that with a primary source document, because it will always be varying between aids.
VOR, Coolangatta Gold Coast, 112 decimal, correction. Yeah, so 112.3.
Right, if we want to use this screen over here, which we should, press the CDI button. You'll see VLOC appear and it's slaved off.
Okay.
Right, following that scan flow, we then run the after start checklist.
Alright, suction's indicating. Parameters on 0. Alright, ATIS, we got receive Charlie. QNH is set 1011. We have 60 feet indicated, which is within tolerance. Transponder standby and taxi call. 119.9. Alright, happy for radio call? Ground call?
Yeah, go ahead.
To ground, Kilo Juliet Romeo Cessna 172 southern apron for a southern departure in receipt of Charlie. Request taxi.
Roger, g'day. Yeah, traffic on the eastern loop is crossing Alpha 9, taxiing to for departure 28 left is Cessna 172. When you're ready to do so, taxi to holding point Alpha 1, runway 28 left, time 05.5.
Taxi to Alpha 1 for runway 28 left and Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Roger, Roger, thank you. Break, all station information Delta is now current. Should increase in the wind conditions, 350 degrees 10 knots, maximum crosswind 12 knots.
Alright, happy to taxi.
Grand Warrior Mike Foxtrot Yankee Jewel received Delta Eastern Apron requesting taxi for a western departure tracking 288.
Mike Foxtrot Foxtrot Yankee Grand G'day. Did you have information Delta then?
Confirm Delta, Mike Foxtrot Yankee.
Mike Foxtrot Yankee, thank you. Taxi to holding point Bravo 1, runway 28 right. Time 06.5.
Taxi to Bravo 1, taxi to Bravo 1, runway 28 right, Mike Foxtrot Yankee.
Alright, gently apply the brakes to make sure you have equal pressure there. Right, I'll try my brakes.
Alright, you have brakes.
Taking over the brakes only. I'm happy with those, handing over the brakes.
Taking over the brakes.
Test our flight instruments now.
Yep, so the DI is moving during the turn.
Taking over.
Handing over.
Turning left. Numbers decreasing. Numbers decreasing. Turning right. Numbers increasing. Numbers increasing. Vice versa. Turning left. Left wing down. Skid ball right. Turning right. Right wing down. Skid ball left. Attitude indicator, even at this low suction range, is remaining erect. The Amble NDB I've tuned. It is tracking. We can identify that. There's ADF there.
Visual approach, runway 33, Amble CTR, and Rome.
Okay, you heard the ident there.
Yep.
And we're testing it by maintaining. It's tracking the station. Alright, handing over.
Taking over.
There's another test function here where we can just roll like that.
Yep.
You don't have any station indication, it should return to where it started from.
Control check.
Archer Grand Swing 8489, requesting taxi to Southern Apron.
Swing 8489, Grand G'day, taxi to the apron.
Say again.
Swing 8489, Grand, taxi to the apron.
Taxi to the apron, Swing 8489. Archer Ground Cessna 172 Kilo Zulu Golf is dual received Delta
100 RPM
for a western departure tracking 281.
Restored. 50
Kilo Golf,
RPM.
Grand G'day, taxi to holding point Bravo 1, runway 28 right, time 10.
Taxi to holding point Bravo 1 for 28 right, Kilo Zulu Golf.
RPM drop. So the oil temperature is taking a little bit to get up. Vitals.
Archer Ground, Cessna
Within
162, Victor Juliet. With Eastern Apron, receive Delta 1 POB, request taxi for a southern departure.
Alright, vacuum's in the green.
Victor Juliet, Grand G'day, taxi to holding point Alpha 1, runway 28 left, time 11.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 1 for runway 28 left, Victor Juliet.
Alright, we'll be departing 28 left for a southern departure, tracking 135 for the Gold Coast. In the event of fire, failure or abnormality prior to takeoff, I will reduce the throttle, apply maximum braking, and exit at the nearest taxiway. In the event of fire, failure or abnormality after takeoff with remaining runway, I will land the aircraft on that remaining runway, apply maximum braking, and exit at the nearest taxiway. In the event of a fire, failure or abnormality after takeoff without remaining runway, I will select the glide attitude and then a forced landing area within 30 degrees of our heading at the time. If I do detect any abnormality, I will say handing over.
Oh goodness me, they're taxiing fast. Yeah, okay, you'll hand over to me. I would expect to take over to handle any emergency while you conduct the radio calls.
Okay. Alright, so we'll request code from Brisbane Centre, 125.7. Okay, so it's Brisbane Centre, Kilo Juliet Romeo, taxis Archer Field for the Gold Coast, request code.
That's correct. They'll come back with a code.
Yep.
You read back that code and then we'll set it on standby.
Yep. Brisbane Centre, Kilo Juliet Romeo, taxis Archer Field for Gold Coast to request code.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, just confirm your VFR is Squawk 3371.
3371 and a firm VFR, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Now throughout the flight, if you are using the throttle, then no pens in your hand there.
Yeah, I've learned that. I've just got to break that habit.
Yeah. The habit from using the mouse and holding the pen at the same if you're a right-hander.
Yep. Alright, we'll switch back to ground. And put, so it's 118.1 for departures south. Actually, I might get the Delta Ratus as well, if that's alright.
One, first contact with Archer Ground or Tower, notify receipt of Delta. Archer Field, general information Delta, runway 28 right arrives departures north, frequency 123.6, runway 28 left arrives departures south, frequency 118.1, circuit operations runway 28 right, runway 04 right, 22 left, not available to works in progress. Wind 350 degrees, 10 knots, maximum crosswind 12 knots, cover OK, temperature 29er, QNH 1011, on first contact with Archer Ground or Tower.
Alright. Alright, you happy to taxi over to the holding point? I'll just put ground back on.
Right, full back pressure on the grass to relieve the weight on the nose wheel. And clear there. Release the brakes.
All good?
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
Point the nose left. Once the nose is pointing to the left, then point the nose wheel in the direction you want to go while you've still got momentum.
Righto.
One on long final there, we've got plenty of time to conduct our checks here.
Mixture's full, carb heat on full cold. The temperatures come up, pressure's in the green.
By compass and DI.
Compass and DI is looking good.
Altimeter showing within 100 feet of threshold elevation. Radios, we need to switch to tower. Transponder onto altitude.
3371. 3371.
We can call ready.
Archer Tower, Kilo Juliet Romeo holding 28 left for a southern departure, ready.
Juliet Romeo Tower, good morning, hold short runway.
Hold short, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Of the runway.
Of the runway, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Just in relation to those two radio calls, we don't need to talk about the holding point that we're holding short of or anything.
Okay.
All we need to say is Archer Tower, Kilo Juliet Romeo ready, runway 28 left, southern departure.
Okay.
There's nothing about holding points or holding short or anything. That's sort of an American procedure.
Okay.
Whiskey Mike, runway 28 right, clear touch and go.
Right, clear touch and go, Whiskey Mike.
Archfield Tower, Romeo Alpha Quebec, overhead, Tenerife Ridge, 1500.
Romeo Alpha Quebec, maintain 1500, join downwind, runway 28 right.
This is a crosswind takeoff.
Maintain 1500, join downwind, runway 28 right. Romeo Alpha Quebec.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, line up, runway 28 left.
Line up, runway 28 left, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Whiskey Sierra Alpha, downwind, full stop.
Whiskey Sierra Alpha becoming number 1, runway left.
Sierra Alpha. Romeo Alpha Quebec, are you getting an altitude readout?
Romeo Alpha Quebec negative. Kilo Juliet Romeo, the upwind 172 remains in the circuit, runway 28 left, cleared takeoff.
Runway 28 left, cleared to take off, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Mike Foxtrot Yankee, line up, runway 28 right.
Line up 28 right, Mike Foxtrot Yankee.
Romeo Alpha Quebec, cleared visual approach, runway 28 right, number 2, follow a Cessna 172 light downwind.
Visual approach, runway 28, Romeo Alpha Quebec.
Balance, all in the centre. Lower the nose, down to the horizon.
Mike Foxtrot Yankee, the upwind Cessna remains in the circuit, runway 28 right, clear takeoff.
28 right, clear for takeoff, Mike Foxtrot Yankee. Bravo Golf X-ray, downwind runway 28 left, for full stop.
Bravo Golf X-ray, number 1, runway left.
After takeoff checks.
Bravo Golf X-ray.
Alright. Flaps
Turn
right,
left a little bit because of the 150 we're about, he's drifting across, we're not.
Yep. Alright.
Whiskey Sierra Alpha,
Okay,
runway 28
go
right,
ahead with the after takeoff checks.
Alright, we got this 152, flaps up, mixture's full. T's and T's are green.
Romeo Alpha Quebec is mid downwind.
Lift that wing up, we'll find out where he is.
Romeo
They're
Alpha
gone.
Alright, left turn.
Lift the left wing up.
Archer Tower,
See what's under the left wing.
Kilo Zulu Golf is ready,
roll
holding
clear.
wind Bravo 1 for a western departure, tracking 281.
Kilo Zulu Golf Tower, good morning, hold short the runway.
Short Kilo Zulu Golf.
Time of departure's 19.
Wait, runway 28 right.
Up runway 28 right, Kilo Zulu Golf. And wait.
Bravo Golf X-ray, runway 28 left, cleared to land.
28 left, clear to land, Bravo Golf X-ray.
Whiskey Mike number 2, runway right, follow the Cessna mid-base.
Alright, that's our track. We're going to need a heading here. I'd say if you fly 120 initially, we'll see how that tracking goes.
Okay, and we'll get Brisbane
Don't worry about that yet, just worry about intercepting your initial track.
Kilo Golf, runway 28 right, clear to
Not yet past the beam in the field.
For immediate takeoff on runway 28 right, Kilo Golf.
But when we do, we record that time.
Continue approach the one rolling departure to the west, just in case you need to go in.
Romeo Alpha Quebec.
Alright, that tracking visually looks good to me.
Yep. So being airfield at time 2-1.
Okay, on standby, set centre 125.7. Now get ready to write down anything that centre tells you after we've completed the climb.
Okay.
Or initial climb, just to 1,000 or 2,500. We will contact centre.
Alright, so we begin the climb at Wagon Motorway. Is that right?
We at least have to be clear of the zone boundary.
Victor Juliet 28 left, ready for a
Of these two
Victor Juliet Tower,
quarries here filled with water.
Okay, this is the zone. Okay.
Victor Juliet.
Can I just check that VTC, please? Thanks.
Whiskey Mike, runway 28 right, clear touch go. 28 right, clear touch go, west Mike.
Now clear of the zone, now dependent upon any traffic that might be inbound from Park Ridge. Yep. We'll delay that climb just in case. I think we'll need to fly 120 to get there. There's quite a lot of wind up here. Just looking at our initial track should take us the vicinity of this intersection.
Okay.
Victor Juliet, line up, runway 28 right.
Alright, we'll switch over to Brisbane Centre.
Yep, do that. Okay, and climb 2,500.
2,500.
VFR aircraft 5 miles to the south of Caboolture, Brisbane Centre at 3,500 maybe. VFR aircraft 4 miles south of Caboolture, Brisbane Centre.
Brisbane Centre, Cessna 172, India Mike Sierra. I'm currently a couple of miles south of Caboolture at 3,700.
India Mike Sierra, squawk ident.
Squawk and ident.
India Mike Sierra identified. Brisbane QNH is 1011. Basic controlled area there is 3,500. Descend to vacate.
Descending down to 3,500 India Mike Sierra.
Okay, contact centre.
Okay.
Give them a position report.
So it's Brisbane Centre Kilo Juliet Romeo 2,000, climbing 2,500.
Climbing 2, what's your desired altitude? What did you plan, 3,500?
I planned 3,500.
I would say that. And also your position, which is 8 miles southeast Archerfield.
Okay. Brisbane Centre, Kilo Juliet Romeo's 2000, climbing 3,500, 8 miles southeast Archerfield.
Hello, Juliet Romeo Centre identified, remain outside of class Charlie Yspe-Ybaf. New requesting enter Gold Coast area at 3,500.
A firm.
Remain outside class Charlie and A firm, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Okay, well advised.
I missed that last bit.
Will advise.
Yeah, the before that. What will they advise me, that they were going into the Gold Coast?
They'll advise whether that level is available for us.
Okay.
While we're waiting, tune identify and test the VOR.
Okay. So 1, 2, alright, so...
It is set.
It is set.
If you want to listen to the ident.
I press that.
That's right.
And volume?
No, nav 1.
Oh, nav 1, yeah.
And it's not available, you can't hear it up yet. Okay, you can hear the ident.
I can't hear the ident.
Just turn it up a bit more.
Yep.
Okay, now you can hear the ATIS is a bit scratchy.
Yep.
We'll need to listen to the ATIS on
134.5.
Won't switch to it yet because we're waiting for centre to get back to us.
Yep.
Well, at 3,500 feet, we can be a beam Mason Field there, Southport. Otherwise, if we don't get clearance, we'll need to descend to below 1,500.
Okay.
Prior to that position. Okay, we can use the VOR for tracking purposes. Test, deflection left right, from flag to flag. Got a 2 flag there. There it is, it's showing the radial that we're on at the moment. Our desired radial, 135, is not too far off. So keep flying that 120 and it'll probably be okay. Now not above 3,000.
Juliet Romeo, contact approach 123.5.
Contact approach 123.5, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
And it'll be Brisbane approach, Kilo Juliet Romeo, maintaining 3,500.
Brisbane approach, Kilo Juliet Romeo, maintaining 3,500.
Brisbane approach, g'day, clear direct, Gold Coast, 3,500, QNH 1011.
Clear direct, Gold Coast, and 3,500.
QNH?
QNH 1011, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Alright, good stuff.
I've got your flight plan as a full stop off this approach, is that correct?
A firm full stop, Gold Coast, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
I'll just say you'll be retouching for your next leg, is that correct as well?
A firm, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
And as best you can, keep the speed up, thanks. Number 1 to jet traffic.
Wilco, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Jetstar 406, please send by star 7000.
Hello, the star 7000.
Taking over.
Heading over.
Keep the speed up.
Be careful, Kilo track is required for the run.
We'll just set a high power setting below the red line there. Okay, we'll just monitor the T's and P's.
T's and T's are good.
Lean for to conserve a little bit of fuel here.
What are you looking at while you're doing that?
The RPM.
Okay.
You see the drop there?
Yep.
Okay, that's looking good. I'll just tidy up that altitude. Now we've got our nose isn't pointing the direction we're actually going. See, we're on our track there. So if we keep flying 120, the wind's blowing us that way. We're maintaining that, that's a good thing.
Cessna 406, flying over.
Well, the star 5000, it's star 406.
Our ground speed's 118 at the moment. That should keep him happy.
So he's going to hand us over to Gold Coast Tower at some point. And we've also not received our clearance yet.
What's the ATIS at the Gold Coast?
The ATIS Gold Coast is 134.5.
134, confirmed tracking direct Gold Coast.
134.
Affirm.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, confirming tracking direct to the Gold Coast, please.
Affirm, direct to the Gold Coast, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Roger, looks like you're heading for Dreamworld, that's all.
Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Okay, 406, descend via star 4000, clear to RNAV Mike runway 32.
Put the nose over and
just
Star 4000, clear to RNAV Mike runway 32, just star 406.
Okay, Kilo, there's a VFR return, just southwest of Tigris, 700 feet under a flight. Intentions on that?
No, copy, trying to take back around Kilo.
Enter. We'll use the GPS for this.
So that needle's still to the right.
406 is final contact on first tower, 118, small 7 guy.
Just tell us if we're tracking direct or not.
Just star 406, good.
I'll just see if I can receive anything on COM 2. It'll save us changing off his frequency.
Cab OK. Temperature 28, QNH 1011. On first contact with Gold Coast, ground, tower, or approach, notify receipt of information, India. Time 2333. Gold Coast Terminal information, India. Runway 23. Helicopter operations west.
Say again, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Just to get away, you familiar with Robina Town Centre?
Maximum crosswind 8.
Affirm, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Present position, direct to Robina Town Centre.
Present position, Robina Town Centre, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Ground, tower,
Okay, in that case, slow down to the normal power setting.
information, India. Time
Point the nose over
2338
there.
half. Gold Coast Terminal information, India.
Yeah, we'll just double check the top of the ATIS.
Pretty clear from radar now, so I'm not sure where he is, but when ready, clear to drop. Italy control this place to send him.
Cab OK. Temperature
Okay, got all the ATIS there for the Gold Coast.
011. On first contact with Gold Coast, ground, tower, or approach, notify receipt of information, India.
Okay, received information, India. So when we contact tower, we'll notify receipt of India.
Okay.
Okay, now Robina Town Centre. Right here, before the zone. Look for big features, okay, Q1. Q1's over there.
So aren't we here without airways clearance yet?
I don't have to worry about that because we've been cleared direct Gold Coast.
Oh, right, okay.
So don't worry about any of that.
Okay. So yeah, I've got the Q1 in sight.
Okay, got Q1. Now if you look to the right of Q1, and there's a large area, built up area. That's to the right of the highway.
That's this area here.
And Robina Town Centre is over here, where the highway is. You can see the highway almost directly straight ahead.
This is on the highway's on my left.
Oh, that's in the foreground, but in the distance. Look way off in the distance.
Yes.
See there?
Yep.
That's the highway. And you see the shape of the highway there, Q1. The highway curves around and then goes in that direction.
Yep.
That's what we're seeing there.
Okay, so Robina Town Centre's probably about just... I think it's that direction there, on the other side of the highway.
You see there's a big white stadium. Boxing
in the foreground?
Squares, no, not the foreground, in the distance.
Okay.
A big white rugby league sort of field.
Yep.
Looks like Suncorp Stadium.
Yeah, just the triangular shape.
That's a big white object in the distance. Delta triangle on, that's housing.
Oh, okay, the further one. Yeah, I do have the further one.
Rabina's way off beyond that grass. There, grassed area.
Yep.
That's indicated by this cleared area here, grass and swampy and trees.
Yep.
Then Rabina's at the other side of it.
Yep, okay.
That's Gold Coast Tower, is it?
Yep.
Just use a normal power setting, just a little bit more, 2,450 will suffice. He thought he could get us in before the jet traffic.
Okay.
But that clearly changed his mind. While you're up here, where is the Gold Coast Airport?
It's to the south of the main city. It's in Coolangatta. So using, I think, this bend here is way down there. So it's just to the west of that bend all the way down there.
Yeah, you can see the Gold Coast Airport's a big area of green grass.
Oh yeah, right, I think I can see it actually.
Up to the point in the beach.
Yep, I think I got it.
Okay, Alpha Kilo, future away, we'll report all below.
Take Alpha Kilo.
Runway 32's in use, so it would be involved probably a left downwind base final. Make sure that when we contact tower, we advise them we're for a full stop.
Okay. Oh, so that's Carrara Stadium that I was looking at.
You can see that there's a square one.
G'day, just 453, passing 1,900 on climb 6,000.
Just 453, British for departure on the flight.
Oh, the square one's Rabina Town Centre, is it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Have a look at the chart again. Rabina, we've got that big open area where there's no houses.
Yep.
The other side of that, and Rabina's the left-hand side of the main road.
Right.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, descend to maintain 2,000.
Descend to 2,000, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
53, climb SID flight level 120.
Climb by the SID flight level 120, just 453.
Hey, lower the nose, keep the power setting, 2,100.
Just an aircraft now, ICTA.
Half string attitude.
Verification control services terminate, fresh check.
Then you won't have to retrack.
Brisbane approach Echo Oscar Victor 5 miles north of Nimbin Tower 3,500, inbound to the Gold Coast, received India, request clearance.
Echo Oscar Victor, Brisbane approach clear direct Gold Coast 3,000. What level are you requesting, sorry?
3,500 Echo Oscar Victor.
Echo Oscar clear direct Gold Coast 3,500, QH1011, runway 32.
Clear direct to the Gold Coast 3,500, QNH 1011, runway 32, Echo Oscar Victor.
Keep that power setting, 2,100, no need to vary that.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, maintain 2,000 and contact Gold Coast Tower 118.7.
Maintain 2,000 and contact 118.7, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Contact tower.
Just 453, cancel speed restriction.
I'll switch over to tower.
Speed, just 453.
What are you going to say?
Kilo Juliet Romeo maintaining 2,000.
Right, you need to introduce yourself to them. Gold Coast Tower.
Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Cessna 172. Same as you ordered Archerfield.
Bending to 2,000.
Passing 2,600. On descent to 2,000. Received India. for a full stop request clearance.
Oh, okay. Gold Coast Tower, Kilo Juliet Romeo, Cessna 172, passing 2,500 to 2,000, in receipt of India for a full stop request clearance.
Yeah, sounds good.
Gold Coast Tower, Kilo Juliet Romeo, Cessna 172, passing 2,500 to 2,000, in receipt of India for a full stop request clearance.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, good day, Gold Coast Tower, cleared visual approach.
Cleared visual approach, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Charlie, Kilo Oscar, array for transmitting another aircraft, then say again.
Charlie, Kilo Oscar, apologise.
So does that mean we're cleared visual so we can...
Cleared visual
Charlie,
approach.
Kilo Oscar, Western Grass, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, Western Grass, Charlie, Kilo.
Exactly what it says.
we can turn towards the Gold Coast?
Yeah, aim towards
towards the downwind.
What we would expect here.
Yeah.
Now, where's Bond University here?
That is pretty close to us, a little bit to the west of, east, I believe. From memory.
My daughter's just started down there.
Okay, my mum lives under us.
Yeah?
Somewhere, yeah, Burley. Oh,
She's shaking a fist at you right at the moment.
Say again?
She's shaking a fist at the noisy airplanes right at the moment, isn't she?
She watches them.
That'd be Bond over there, I think, would it?
Yep, you're right, yep.
Over that way?
Yeah, so where that bridge crosses over there, it's just on this side of that bridge.
I'll send her the photos. Okay, put the power on, that's it. We'll enrich in a bit because we've descended. So expect instructions from the tower. Our cleared visual approach means we can descend and manoeuvre.
Okay.
So when you're ready, you can descend to circuit height.
Circuit height is 1,000. We're on sea level. So what's she studying?
Or
okay.
So the runway there is 32. Give us some orientation. 32.
Let me just double check that. 32, yeah.
Okay, Tower, Charlie Kilo Oscar's completed work on the Western Grass. We're back to
Control that descent.
Charlie Kilo Oscar, would you like an air transit or do you want to make a circuit?
I'll make a circuit, please, Cal.
Charlie Kilo Oscar, Western Grass, clear for takeoff, make a right circuit back to the helipad.
Here's the takeoff, right circuit, back to the helipad. Charlie Kilo Oscar.
November Whiskey Zulu is downwind.
November Whiskey Zulu, copied for a full stop, right, touch and go.
Fuel was on both.
Touch and go, November Whiskey Zulu.
T's and T's
November
looking
Whiskey
good.
Zulu, report turning base.
Landing light is on.
November Whiskey Zulu.
And seatbelts. Doors latched.
November Whiskey Zulu is turning base.
November Whiskey Zulu, Clear touch and go, make a left circuit.
Clear touch and go, make a left circuit. November Whiskey Zulu.
Helicopter at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, sighted. Okay, set up the downwind spacing here. I can see that you're
Gold Coast Tower, Echo Oscar Victor 2000.
doing that now.
Back to the Gold Coast.
Echo Oscar Victor, track for left base, runway 32, descend to 1,500.
Track for left base, runway 32, descend to 1,500, Echo Oscar Victor.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, you are number 2 to a Cessna 172 on right base, report sighting.
We'll report sighting, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Okay, slow down straight away.
Ready?
To the bad weather configuration, 21, flaps 10 straight away. Hold that attitude, wait for aircraft to slot into its trim, and that should feel good there. Maintain 1,000 feet. We've got a sight follow there, sighted just over the river now.
Charlie Kilo Oscar, turn base when ready, final via taxiway Charlie to the pad.
I'm going to report it, I haven't got it sighted.
No, I have. Oh, but
the 007, we're ready.
Got it. Charlie Kilo Oscar, sorry, you're over transmitted by another aircraft confirming turn base when ready, final via taxiway Charlie.
Wrong by Charlie. Charlie Kilo Oscar.
Scooter 007, g'day Gold Coast Tower.
Traffic sighted, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, turn base to follow.
Turning base, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
they turn base immediately.
Echo Oscar Victor, cleared visual approach.
Clear visual approach.
Don't worry about reconfiguring, just keep the power on.
Helicopter Charlie Kilo Oscar at the helipad, clear to land, taxi to parking, no requirements on ground. And just caution the other Eurocopter there are people maneuvering around us.
Copy the people moving.
Touchdown zones are white blocks over there. You've got big white blocks.
Helipad clear to land.
Don't touch down before that, so
Charlie Kilo Oscar.
far too long to taxi then.
Gold Coast Tower, Zulu Uniform Alpha, ready.
Zulu Uniform Alpha.
Okay, lower the nose if you're going to do that. Right, turn towards, so we need to expedite what we're doing here. Got that jet waiting on us.
I've got the threshold.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the top
radius with the 007.
Scooter 007.
Touchdowns are big white blocks.
white blocks.
There's an aircraft holding short of the first taxiway. We won't take it. Don't worry about full flaps, so we just continue approach.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
No touchdown at the big white blocks. Keep the power going at speed. There's Scooter waiting for us. And we'll take the exit taxiway after the white blocks and next one after it. Got that Dutch S waiting at this holding point. Keep the speed up all the way to the ground.
Scooter 007, line up.
Clear, line up, Scooter 007.
Right, get us on the ground, lower down, a bit lower. Level, yeah, hold it there, hold off, hold off, hold off. Right, all wheels down, flaps up. Keep the speed up, we'll go to the next exit.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, taxi forward, vacate onto Bravo, hold short runway 35.
Was that us?
Yes, taxi forward to Bravo, hold short, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
We're going straight?
Yeah, straight ahead, keep Bravo, sorry.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, vacate onto Bravo and hold short runway 35.
Vacate onto Bravo, hold short, runway 35, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Right, that's us.
Holding short, runway 35.
Scooter 007, assigned heading right 020, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, assigned heading is 020. Scooter 007.
Cross this holding
Clear for takeoff.
and then hold short where the red paint is.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, contact ground 121.8.
contact ground 121.8, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Decimal 8. Hold short.
Alright, so Gold Coast Ground, Kilo Juliet Romeo, request taxi to the GA parking.
A-firm.
Gold Coast Ground, Kilo Juliet Romeo, request taxi to GA parking.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, ground, g'day, hold position.
Hold position, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Got these 2 jets coming out.
Yep.
November Golf India, completed run up.
November Golf India, roger, hold position.
Hold position, November Golf India.
Move forward, just we're a little bit over that whole short line.
I'll just stay here, you're right. We're clear of it.
Okay.
What sort of an aeroplane is that?
I was thinking an L-39, but I don't think it is now.
No, it's a high wing aircraft.
Yeah.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, giving way to the second Alpha jet. They're just entering Golf now. Behind that aircraft, taxi on Bravo. Cross at runway 35. Golf to parking, caution jet blast.
Taxi on Bravo, crossing runway 35 and giving way to the second Alpha aircraft, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
The hell is that?
Golf India, taxi on Charlie, hold short runway 35.
Taxi on Charlie, hold short runway 35, November Golf India.
Is that an Air Force trainer?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Get a good picky?
Yeah, I tried to.
Alright, we'll taxi out onto this Bravo. Got the brakes?
Yep, go ahead.
My aeroplane?
And Kilo Golf Lima, completed run up.
Kilo Golf Lima, roger, hold position.
Hold position, Kilo Golf Lima.
Some Uniform Hotel, just only another couple of minutes delay, sorry.
Jet blast.
No worries, please maintain.
Right, we didn't get any.
Okay.
Fishbird, just your formation on departure.
It will be 1+1, that will be standard formation almost immediately, sir.
Fishbird, thanks. Echo Oscar Victor ground.
Gold Coast ground, Echo Oscar Victor for parking.
Echo Oscar Victor ground, no delay, taxi on Bravo, cross runway 35, Golf to parking.
No delay, cross runway 35 to Golf for parking, Echo Oscar Victor.
November Golf India, giving way to the Cessna 172, taxi on Charlie, cross runway 35 to holding point Alpha runway 32.
Behind crossing Cessna, taxi on Charlie, cross runway 35,
yep,
holding point Alpha runway 32, November Golf India.
You see the parking area down there?
They're way down here?
No, after the helicopter.
Oh, right, okay.
Still where GA parking is. So he's waiting for us.
Romeo to training area, request clearance.
Kilo Zulu Romeo, delivery, g'day, cleared, direct to the training area. Climb to 1,500, squawk 1,552.
Look, I'll take over here and
Getting over?
what we'll do is just come around into that parking area there. We won't shut down.
Clear direct to the training area, maintain 1,500, squawk 1652, Kilo Zulu Romeo.
Guys, call sign sounds like us.
Taxi on Charlie, cross runway 35 to holding point Alpha runway 32.
Taxi on Charlie, cross runway 35 to holding point Alpha runway 32, Kilo Golf Lima.
Team Uniform Hotel, you require run-ups.
Hey family, myself.
Team Uniform Hotel, thanks, taxi on Golf hold short runway 35.
Taxi on Golf hold short 35.
So did you say we're shutting down?
No, not shutting down.
Not shutting down. Okay.
So let's consider our next...
Fishbed, contact tower 118.7 when ready. G'day.
Fishbed copies, and we'll hold at holding point Kilo here.
Okay, so our next activity...
just taxi to holding point Charlie, just in case there's a delay.
After that, we'll continue to Charlie, push back.
Okay, we'll require taxi and airways clearance.
Yep.
So we'll need to contact ground, Gold Coast ground, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Uniform Hotel, cross runway 35 to the hotel run-up.
Taxi Gold Coast for
Cross runway
Stanthorpe.
35 to the hotel
Stanthorpe or Lismore?
Lima Uniform Hotel.
Alright, for Lismore. Taxi Gold Coast for Lismore. Received India.
Hold short runway
Request taxi and airways clearance.
Okay, so is it Gold Coast ground we're going to call?
That's right.
Gold Coast ground, Kilo Juliet Romeo, Cessna 172. Taxis Gold Coast for Lismore, received India. Request airways clearance.
Request taxi and airways clearance. So he'll give you two clearances, probably the airways first, which will be an altitude and a tracking, and then the taxi clearance, which will nominate which taxiways he wants us to go on.
Okay. Gold Coast ground, Kilo Juliet Romeo, Cessna 172. In receipt of India, taxis Gold Coast for Lismore, request taxi and airways clearance.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, delivery g'day, cleared to Stanthorpe via Lismore, planned route, climb to 6000, squawk 3373, departures 123.5.
Climb to 6000, 3373 and contact 123.5, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, just didn't hear the beginning of that, just confirm cleared to Stanthorpe via Lismore, planned route.
Stanthorpe via Lismore, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
By planned route.
And Kilo Juliet Romeo, you solo or dual?
Dual, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Any request clearance?
Kilo Juliet Romeo, you solo or dual?
Dual, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, thanks, just a hold position.
Hold position, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
The 516 delivery, g'day, you cleared Sydney via Peggy flight planned route, Peggy 3 departure. Climb by 50,
well, that was your...
113.
That was your airways clearance.
Departures 123.5.
Taxi clearance is to hold position.
Cleared to Sydney via Peggy, planned route, via Peggy 3
Let's pull out
departure.
our chart for the
Climb by
Gold
the
Coast.
6000, squawk 1130, departures 123.5 from Bay 11, velocity 516.
Velocity 516.
Right, what's our outbound track?
Cessna 172,
outbound
Romeo, receive Juliet, request taxi.
190.
Juliet Romeo, it's going to be a short delay, hold position.
Hold position, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Okay, 190.
Position,
We'll leave that on the runway. That'll be what we're intercepting. We'll do that on the VOR.
Yep.
Put it onto VLOC. Tuned, identified and tested the aid. After departure, we'll turn as instructed to intercept that radial. Right, having a look at the taxiways here.
Good morning, Target 17, leaving at the L32.
When he gives us a clearance, we'll write that clearance down.
117, ground g'day, taxi on Charlie Cross, runway 35, and a hold short of Alpha.
Taxi by Charlie, crossing 35, holding soaring Alpha, Target 17.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, manoeuvre in the apron, hold short of taxiway Golf, there's one aircraft inbound.
Manoeuvre in the apron and hold short of Golf, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Taxiway Golf. What is Golf?
That one there.
But we are at parking.
So we're over here, so
we'll go over.
We'll manoeuvre over there and hold short of Golf.
Over there, that's right.
And Taj at 17, I don't think I can get you past this bonanza on the taxiway here, so just a hold short of Alpha.
Have you got the rudder pedal?
No.
Okay, hold this on in Alpha, Taj at 17.
Okay.
I've just got my foot ready there in case you didn't put in enough.
Okay.
Okay, that's taxiway Golf.
KJ 17, just move forward to the next hold short line so you're off the runway.
We'll
Copy.
just take over for a second.
Standing over.
Focus ground, November Whiskey Zulu for parking.
Whiskey Zulu ground, taxi on Bravo, cross runway 35, Golf to parking.
Okay, handing over.
Taking over.
Taxi on Bravo, cross runway 35 to parking.
Delivery, get out of November, Careful, Billabong House, 1PB with Juliet requesting airways clearance and departure Golden Apron.
And the second jet. What is an Alpha jet?
It's going to be an Echo delivery. G'day, full position, copy the northern apron, clear direct to Billabong House, climb to 1000, squawk 3323.
Full position and direct northern apron to 1000, 3323, Echo.
That'll be a 60, 70 degree turn. This guy's moving a bit fast.
And KJ 17, do you think you can get past if you're turning left into Alpha?
That's affirmative, we can.
KJ 17, roger, taxi, turn left onto Alpha and your bay is 30 right, it's behind the tower.
Copy, turning to Alpha and then 30 right, Taj at 17.
And KJ 17, just caution that bonanza there.
Okay, slowly taxi, Taj at 17.
Delivery, Echo
Two and together, Echo Whiskey.
There's more request clearance, Echo Whiskey.
Echo Whiskey, Roger, stand by.
Ground, Oscar in the hotel, Santa Clara, drop to a bridge, requesting airways clearance.
Oscar in the hotel, Roger, stand by. Echo Whiskey, clear direct to Lismore, climb to 3500, squawk 3365, departures 123.5.
Clear to Lismore at 3500, squawk 3365, and departures with 123.5, Echo Whiskey.
And KJ 17, just left there, and that's 30 right.
Copy, Malfire inside, Taj at 17.
Gold Coast Ground, g'day, corner state 60, Bay to BFIs.
Corner state 60, ground, g'day, taxi on Charlie, hold short of Taxiway Hotel, which is the first little taxiway on your right there.
On Charlie, hold short hotel, corner 860, roger.
Lima Hotel, run-ups complete at hotel.
Lima Uniform Hotel, roger. Taxi on Charlie, cross at runway 35, holding point Alpha runway 32, no delay.
Taxi on Charlie, cross 35, holding point Alpha 32, Lima Hotel, Wilco.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, do you require run-ups?
A-firm.
A-firm, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, roger, taxi on Golf, hold short runway 35.
Taxi on Golf, hold short, runway 35, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
And Qantas 860, I'm just sending another Cessna up. It'll be opposite direction to you, but they'll be turning into hotel.
Qantas 860, copy that, then we're for Bay 10.
Qantas 860, roger.
It's about 10
Delivery, Jetstar 11, TBC readback.
Jetstar 11 stand by. Break, Kilo Juliet Romeo, hold short at runway 35, thanks.
Hold short, runway 35, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Qantas 860, taxi on no delay on Charlie, cross runway 35 to Bay 10.
No delay, cross runway 35 to Bay 10, Qantas 860.
Jetstar 11, delivery, g'day.
G'day, Gold Coast 3, squawk 1141114 Bravo, Jetstar 11.
Jetstar 11. Austrian India Hotel, cleared Santa Para Drop Kira Beach, climb to 6,000, squawk 1627, departures 123.5.
Do what
Drop Kira Beach, 6,000 feet, 1627, 123.5, Moscow, India Hotel.
And 32 full length for Jetstar 11.
Jetstar 11, expect that.
Jetstar 11.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, give way to the Qantas 737 behind, taxi on Golf, cross runway 35 to the hotel run-up bay, and remain this frequency.
Taxi behind the Qantas, cross runway 35 on taxiway Golf to run-up bay on hotel, Kilo Juliet Romeo, and remain on this frequency.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, it's turning right on Charlie to hotel.
Turning right on Charlie to hotel, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Zulu Romeo, manoeuvre on the apron, hold short taxiway Golf, you'll be number 2 to taxi to Chieftain.
Manoeuvre on the apron, hold short Golf.
Turning right onto Charlie to hotel.
Gold Coast ground, Oscar India Hotel, 11 POB, 5 canopies, receive Juliet, press taxi.
Oscar India Hotel, Roger, taxi on Golf, cross runway 35, the holding point Delta, runway 32.
On Golf, cross 35, holding point Delta, runway 32, Oscar India Hotel.
They got hotel sighted.
I have the marker for hotel sighted.
Ground car 22.
Car 22, ground apologies, proceed on Charlie South and hold short of Delta.
Car 22 proceeding on Charlie South, holding short of Delta.
Car 22, report approaching the intersection of Delta. Car 22, report approaching Delta.
When approaching Delta.
Kilo Zulu Romeo, taxi on Golf, cross runway 35 to the hotel run-up bay, remain this frequency.
Taxi on Golf, we can complete the run-ups at Alpha, we're ready to go.
Kilo Zulu Romeo, thanks, taxi on Golf, cross runway 35, the holding point Alpha, runway 32.
On Golf, cross runway 35 to holding point Alpha, runway 32. Kilo Zulu Romeo, thank you.
Car 22, just a hold short of Delta. I have a Chieftain will pass in front of you, then I'll give you onwards.
Car 22, holding short of Delta.
Car 25, did you copy Jetstar 11's request?
Roger, and we'll report when the area is secure, sir.
Car 22, proceed, cross Delta to the Charlie Link worksite.
Car 22, crossing Delta to the Charlie Link worksite.
Right, do we contact them again?
We'll say run-up's complete.
Okay.
Okay, have you completed your run-ups? We'll go mixture full reach. Compass and DI aligned.
Ground car 22 is clear.
Car 22, thank you.
190.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking what taxi instruction we're going to get. Runway 32 is in use. Are they going to ask us to go back over here?
So we're on hotel.
Gold Coast ground, good over.
So we let them know that we can accept an intersection departure at Alpha
1 standby.
Just let them know run-ups are complete.
Okay. Kilo Juliet Romeo, run-ups complete.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, ground standby.
Velocity 516, ground, good morning, pushback approved, tail north.
Pushback approved, tail north, velocity 516.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, taxi on Charlie, cross runway 352, holding point Alpha, runway 32.
Cross runway 35 on taxiway Charlie for holding point Alpha, runway 32, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, distance remaining from Alpha, runway 32, 1209 metres, is that sufficient?
A firm.
A firm, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, thank you.
There you go, intersection departure. They have to ask they need our approval before they can give us an intersection departure.
She said 129 metres?
Oh no, it's 1,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's right.
Zero might have been clipped.
She was a little bit clipped. Okay, we're crossing. We've given a clearance to cross the runway.
Alright, we're going to turn onto taxiway Charlie. Should pass Bravo on our right and then Alpha after that.
Crosswind at the moment, that's where we want our controls.
Yep. Alright, crossing 35.
A firm. Taxiway Bravo, and we can see taxiway Alpha.
That wind looks like it's coming from the left.
Yeah, it's pretty much all
delivery, g'day, just
crosswind.
409,
Go through that direction.
Just 409 delivery.
Taxi 3 departure, squawk 1227, we're on bay 9, jet star 409.
Just 409.
And what was the instruction at Alpha?
It was, I think, contact.
Golf Coast Ground Echo Whiskey, we see Cessna 172 Jewel, request taxi, we have information, Juliet.
It was contact 123.5.
Echo Whiskey, Whiskey, go manoeuvre on the GA, hold short of Golf.
Doesn't sound right to me.
Echo Whiskey, Whiskey.
Oh, that was your first clearance.
Again?
That was the initial clearance for taxi.
Right.
Okay, we'll stop moving here so she knows we're not moving.
Yep.
Okay, make us ready for takeoff. Got the right frequency there.
So is it, do I contact,
contact tower.
118.7?
You're ready. Runway 32.
So it's just Gold Coast Tower, Kilo Juliet Romeo, ready, runway 32.
A firm.
Gold Coast Tower, Kilo Juliet Romeo, ready, runway 32.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Cessna 206, contact ground 121.8, g'day.
121, Cessna 206, bye.
Onto the centre line and stop.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, cleared for takeoff, make left turn.
Cleared for takeoff, make left turn, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Full power. Full power. Static RPM. Temps pressure's in the green. Airspeed indicated. Rotate. Balance. Raise the nose up to the climb attitude. After takeoff checks.
Flaps after mixtures full.
Green. Meaning like Oscar Quebec, Hastings Point. Request clearance 1,500 coastal to Southport.
Mike Oscar Quebec. Gold Coast Tower, clearance tracker Meta, route Tumbulgum, Western VFR route to Robina Town Centre, maintain 1,500.
Tumbulgum, then the Western VFR route 1,500 Mike Oscar Quebec.
So do I go to our circuit height for this time?
No, keep climbing. You're cleared to 6,000 feet. Keep the climbing turn going. Not yet. Keep the turn going. We have to intercept our departure track.
Oh yeah, good point, yeah. And then what? So get that on.
Go 30 degrees left of that radial until we receive the intercept. Keep the climb going.
Kilo Zero Romeo, just leaving the zone now. Control service terminated. Frequency change approved.
That's not you.
Frequency change approved. Thanks. Kilo Zero Romeo.
So keep flying about 150, 140, whatever you got there.
Yep, 140 works.
Mike Oscar Quebec, just got you identified on radar there and continue on the Western VFR route.
Western VFR route,
I'll hold this until the CDI comes alive.
So when that comes alive, I'll turn on to my heading of 190.
Yeah, slowly to intercept it. About 10 degrees hold off for every dot that you've got there.
Dave, Aussie 516 ready.
Aussie 516, g'day tower. Line up.
There's the VOR.
Line up for Aussie 516.
Just behind your left shoulder. On the ground. So
Kilo Juliet Romeo, report leaving 2000.
Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Velocity 516, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, we're turn on to it.
Yep, turn.
So do I just say leaving 2000?
Yeah.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, leaving 2000.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, contact approach 123.5, g'day.
Contact approach 123.5, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Yep, set it up.
Landing at 4 tower, leaving control space identification and control service to make frequency change approved.
For that, what's our heading that we were planning on flying?
190.
Alright, just fly this current heading, that's going to work, we'll get blown across onto it. Okay, there's approach. Approach, Kilo Juliet Romeo. Tracking whatever it is, 190.
200.
Tracking
190.
Is all of our, what's our plan track?
190.
Okay, tracking 190. Passing 2,800 on climb 6,000. Go ahead.
And it's Brisbane approach.
That's right.
Brisbane approach, Kilo Juliet Romeo, passing 2,800. Tracking 190.
Kilo Juliet Romeo approach identified, level climbing to?
6,000.
Climbing to 6,000, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, climb to 6,500.
Climb to 6,500, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
This is French Grand Velocity 516, passing 2,600, climbing 6,000.
You just hold the one you were doing before. It was doing the job for us.
To the approach velocity 1447, descending to flight level 130, received Gold Coast.
That's going to slowly come across.
C516 approach identified, climb by seat flight level 120, cancel speed.
Velocity flight 120, cancel speed, velocity 516.
Velocity 1447, approach runway 32. 1447.
Looks like a new scratch on the windscreen there.
I can't see it from my viewpoint.
The sun's hitting it.
Approach, good morning, Jetco 72, on descent 9,000, visual with Juliet.
Jetco 72, approach, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 32, continue your present heading through Scott.
Maintain the heading 190 through Scott, Jetco 72.
There's Mount Warning.
Approach, g'day again, Echo Kilo, climbing through 1,300. Echo Kilo, approach, Tractor Forks, climb to 6,000. Tractor Forks, climb 6,000, Echo Kilo.
This is pretty much stabilised here.
Yep.
That'll be our heading once we're onto it. So just fly a little bit more to the right to intercept that track.
Yep.
C1687, contact tower 18.7.
187, velocity 1687, thanks.
Mark Zulu from the Willenbar, request 4,500. Mark Zulu, when ready, climb to 4,500. Ready, climb to 4,500, Mark Zulu. Velocity 516, contact center 130.4.
130.4, velocity 516.
That's Mount Lindsay way out there. Once we're stabilised at 6,500, I'm going to hand over and grab a drink of water.
Velocity 1447, descend via start of 9,000, QNH 1010.
You can do that now if you like.
Start of 10,000.
Handing over.
Velocity 1447, 9,000.
Aircraft sighted at 12:30, coming at 1 o'clock below the mountain range to the right of Mount Warning.
Away, right circuit. Oscar, can you tell descend to 4,000?
They've got it sighted.
4,000, Oscar, in the hotel.
Brisbane Centre, Victor Oscar, maintaining 3,500 for the Gold Coast, request clearance.
Alright, I'm ready.
Yep, we're within that 2 degree circle.
Hang over.
Once handing over.
Oscar, clearance
So once
director
it
for Gold
gets
Coast, maintain 3,500, expect
turn onto that heading, see
runway
if that works.
32, QNH 1010.
Tractor S to the Gold Coast, and expect runway 32, QNH 1010, Victor Oscar.
3,500.
And maintain 3,500, Victor Oscar.
Oscar, you tell descend to 2,000, you're following a Virgin 737 on a 9-mile final, report inside. 2,000, we'll go, Oscar, the hotel.
Okay, I'll try that heading there that we set up previously.
Turn base to follow the 737, caution wake turbulence, cleared visual approach. Turn base to follow the 737, caution wake turbulence, cleared visual approach.
Brisbane approach, Victor Oscar has got information, Juliet for the Gold Coast.
Victor Oscar. Pick up Kilo, climb to flight level 120. Flight level 120, Echo Kilo. Oscar, can you tell, connect tower 187. Tower 187, Oscar, your hotel. Jetco 72, descend of 4,000.
4,000, Jetco 72.
Brisbane approach, Echo Whiskey climbing 1,500 on climb at 3,500. Echo Whiskey approach identified.
what's this town down here?
Just by local knowledge, I think it's Murwillumbah probably.
Yeah, it is, that's right. There's a little airstrip down there. You probably can't see it, but it's just in line with where my step tread is on the wing strut.
Okay.
You can rock the aircraft over if you want to look at it.
Then by start of 4,000, we're visual for 2047.
Yep, got it.
Okay, Kilo's ready to track for the run. Okay, Alpha Kilo, when ready, turn right, heading 190 visual. Right, 2190 visual, okay, Kilo.
Can I just have a look at that, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Alright, just don't get too distracted here.
Jetco 72, got time for a question?
Go ahead.
How many aircraft in the Jetco fleet these days?
Just 4.
Must be busy, we see you plenty.
Busier than you know what.
Jetco 72, expect this heading for about another 90 seconds and direct to Sierra Alpha.
Jetco 72.
Remote Zulu, outside control airspace, identification and control service.
Do you know where my WAC and DTC are?
Every day, remote Zulu.
Oh, behind me, that's okay.
President of Jetco, we don't whiskey request 4,500. Echo Whiskey, climb 4,500. 4,500, Echo Whiskey. Echo Kilo, trackers required, report ready for drop. Trackers required, we'll go, Echo Kilo.
Keep that power on, accelerate. You have to accelerate a long way.
Velocity 1447, decent, maintain 2,500, contact tower 18.7.
I'll help you out a bit. Just do a little bit of lean there to start with.
1447, decent, maintain 2,500, contact tower 18.7.
2,500 at tower 187, 47.
Jetco 72, track direct to Gold Coast, Sierra Alpha, clear Dyno, Zulu runway 32.
Direct to Gold Coast, Sierra Alpha,
temperature is
32, check go.
19 Celsius or
just a bit over 65 against pretty much 6,500.
So 65, 6,500. So 6,600 will be the pressure height.
Somewhere there, line up the two.
There, so TAS of 115.
Alright, bring that power back to the desired power setting. Now you can see there you've got, on the red line it says 10. There's 5, you've got 5 there above there, so just keep the needle above that white line and that should result in your desired TAS.
Victor Oscar, turn right heading 150, visual position towards downwind.
Until you see a
Turn
drop
heading 150, Victor Oscar.
in RPM. There it is. So when we do that, when we go in, we go 2 big winds in like that, so definitely reach your peak.
Yep.
Okay, clearo.
Alright. Man, I've forgotten clearo. Compass and DI is aligned.
And configuration, now flaps are up.
Flaps are up.
We're leaned out for the cruise, all configured nicely, doing 100, 105, should be 105, looks pretty good, eh?
Yep.
Close. Okay, logs.
Logs. We departed Gold Coast at time 09, correction 19er. We estimate intercept with Lismore at time 19er. And we're tracking 18 or heading 190.
Chico 72 approaching.
Engine P's and T's are both in the green, vacuums in the green.
We're runway 32, connect tower 18.7.
We got an indication of 6,500 to an H1010.
And tower 187.
Still cloud in sight.
Victor Oscar, whenever you're decent at 2005.
Remind me of R.
Descent 2500, Victor Oscar.
T's and P's, altimetry, VMC, cloud-based terrain, altitude, cruising, hemispherical, altimetry, radios.
Radios.
Next frequency you expect to go.
Try to see the WAC, please. Thanks. The next frequency is been rubbed out, but I have it backed up here.
I'll be on the VTC anyway if we go down from the Gold Coast. Right here. Down from the Gold Coast, you see what the centre frequency is there.
119.5.
119.5, then probably more likely 120.3.
Okay. 120.3.
Kilo shortly for a right turn to establish on the run, request to drop into descent.
Now currently a beam mount warning, so that'll determine which frequency we should be on. The beam mount warning, Mawillam bar mount warning. Right there I think.
Okay, so 119.5.
1195 if he spits us out, if he doesn't, then it'll be 120.
3312, remain outside class Charlie airspace and stand by.
Call 3312 outside class Charlie airspace. Thank you for the number.
Okay, at 6,000.
All stations, Super Whiskey Papa Arrows over at Gabriel 2500, tracking for Archer Field. All stations.
Oh, we should have a range of at least 60 miles on that VOR. Just push the power up back to where it was before. Boom, we've got that TAS there registered, and note the difference in the indicated airspeed and the TAS. Yep. Also got a ground speed here of 85 knots. What did you calculate?
106.
I've got the ground speed indicated by moving this knob all the way to the left. That gives you that screen. Completed or continued the fuel log.
Yankee Papa November, identified. Are you familiar with Niagara parachute aircraft area?
What's rolling
Yankee Papa November, okay, there is parachuting activity there. Call sign of that aircraft, Echo Alpha Kilo. Dropping in about 90 seconds.
Yeah. Papa November copy, you'll check out to the west of
November.
Go back onto that heading, we're drifting to the right of track.
Kilo Juliet Romeo Center, listening out.
Brisbane Centre, Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Kilo Juliet Romeo, IFO class Charlie, control service, send identification, terminate.
What was that?
Kilo Juliet Romeo, thanks.
The approach didn't get a response from you when they tried to give you that.
Kilo Juliet Romeo.
Hear him up, Mike.
I didn't catch what he said, did you?
Oh, did you change frequency already?
Yeah, Mike, Brisbane Centre, report it off that track.
Oh, sorry.
Hear him up, Mike.
You're not meant to change till late.
Morning.
Sorry.
Alright, so he says we're outside.
Zulu, Brisbane Centre.
He says we're outside of class Charlie.
Zulu, Hughes 500. Just information, we're conducting a energetic power line survey in the Mount Covat area. We'll be operating not above 1,000.
We're past Mount Warning. We're passing the southern...
Echo Papa Zulu, the main outlet class Charlie airspace.
Echo Papa Zulu, look out.
Passing about this position here.
Yep.
We've got the TV towers and Nimbin down there beside us.
Yep.
Therefore the step is 6,500. Make sure that we're down at or below that step, alright?
Go ahead.
We don't want to climb back up into class Charlie.
What are your intentions? Preliminary Golf, we're at 4,500 as well. Just coming up on Luke's clearing, tracking Larchfield. Roma Zulu, we will be tracking from 10 miles south of Boat as a direct to Park Ridge Tower. Copy that, we'll keep a lookout for you. We're probably about your 6 or 7 o'clock. Roma Zulu, copy.
Seeing we're outside of class Charlie airspace, we can just press this button down the bottom right here, 1200. Right, orientation, since we departed the Gold Coast.
Remember that drop aircraft
minutes have we been flying?
2 miles near 3 o'clock on the centre.
We've been flying for 29 minutes.
3 to 45 for clearance.
29 minutes?
Yep.
Now some of that could be accounted as climb time. How many minutes did you allow for climb?
3 minutes. 26 within cruise.
26 minutes at 80, 90 knots, what does that give us?
That'll be around about 40 miles.
Could have covered 40 miles, okay, look 40 miles downstream on the whack chart. Orientate the chart. Look 40 miles down, 1. Are they 10 mile markers?
Yes.
3, 4. That says we should be at Lismore, but I don't think that was right.
Transferring to CTAF, we'll call you on the call.
Yeah, so sorry, we've been flying for 20 minutes, 3 of which was flying 17 minutes. 17 minutes at that speed is about 28 miles.
Sierra, there's no observed traffic and identification.
What main features should we see?
TV towers are just behind us to the right.
Past Mount Warning and the crater, we've got TV towers there. That gives us, and ahead of us we should be able to see what main features should be able to see.
We should be able to see
Lismore.
Lismore's about 15 miles.
Not much else there. Lismore.
Mike Zulu, again.
Mike Zulu departed, correction.
And to the left of that,
398 miles
then
south
on
of the
Ballina.
built by Park Ridge Water
Can we see those features?
Okay, start time.
Mike Zulu, copy.
See those features?
Where's Ballina?
Over here.
Ballina. So that'll be
back onto the heading.
Ballina's on the coast.
Oh, you can see